Hello everyone. As I promised, I've come up with this special report on last minute travel, and as you'll see later on, it has to do with smartphones, tablets, and mobile devices. We see daily, actually we're bombarded daily with promotional offers regarding smartphones, regarding tablets from the various companies, the telephone operators, and the smartphones themselves. Buy this, buy that. And of course, a lot of us already have smartphones. Now, what do you suppose this means for our business? What does it mean for the travel industry? Well, I found a report, and that's the reason why I said I was going to come up with this presentation, because I think that this is very, very important and we have to act very quickly on it. And the reason is that several years ago, when the internet came into our lives, it was always like, oh, let's see that later on, or the internet is not going to be the thing, etc., etc. So what we used to do was we used to put back creating a proper website. And when eventually the internet became something big, yes, we ran to create websites. And several of us, and I would say many of us, have created not just one since then, 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 5 websites, trying to figure out the proper website that would give us the traffic and the business that we're looking for. Of course, we found out that it's not an easy thing to do, or just by having a site doesn't mean that you're going to have traffic. Well, take a look at this. This is a report from Google UK, and this information that I'm going to be showing you is only regarding the UK, but it's very, very indicative of what goes on elsewhere or what will come about elsewhere. So the report, as you see, is directly from Google. I'm not going to comment on any of these results at this moment, only after I finish presenting you the slides of Google's presentation, which is their own presentation, so that you can have a very clear idea. So it's called Last Minute Has Gone Mobile. Well, here it goes. So queries, in other words, search results, relating to last minute travel products and services has shifted towards mobile search this summer. And actually it's talking for the first week of July 2012. Now look what they've come up with, because they have this statistical information and they can come up with this information, and no one can say it's not true. Well, here it is. Look at this. So it says last minute has gone up mobile. The present total search volume, desktop versus mobile, which has come from mobile devices. As you can see over here in this area, look at what has happened. This is holiday packages, air packages, and accommodation. And what Google itself says, and this is the insight, it says last minute search volume has increased significantly on mobile devices in the second quarter, and especially in the first week of July. Look at what they're saying. And they come up with their proposal. What is the action? Action says align budget allocation and targeting to reflect users' search behavior and device usage. Now, what does that mean? Well, it actually is telling us that we have to be prepared for this kind of traffic. And prepared for this kind of traffic really means what? It means have a smartphone or mobile device friendly site. And of course, because that's what Google is interested in, it wants also for you to target your AdWords, if you're placing AdWords on Google, using targeted methods. Because if you notice, if you go to your AdWords account, you'll see where do you want your advertisement to be shown. And of course the default, because that's what it's been all along, is desktop and laptops. There is an option where you can click and you can target mobile devices. That's what they're really saying. But for you to be able to target these mobile devices, you have to have a mobile search site. So let's go on and see what else it's saying. Well, Actually, holiday packages, it says, has 26% of all queries are made on mobile devices for the last minute queries. Look at this. This here, as it says here, these are desktop queries, desktop searches. And this line is your mobile search. So if we were to add this, we would probably be somewhere over here in the total. But all of this represents a 26% for holiday packages. Well, you'll say, well, 26% is not significant. We'll take a look at this one. Air tickets take up 41% of all queries made on the mobile devices for last minute queries. Look at this. This is your mobile, and this is the total of desktop queries. Now, this is significant. This is nothing to say, oh, we're not interested in mobile devices or smartphones. And then finally, take a look at this one. Hotels and accommodation. That's 33% of all queries. What does that really mean? Out of every 3 searches, 1 is done on a mobile device. Now, that's interesting, huh? So, what does all of this mean? Well, this means that you have visitors to your site with mobile devices. If your site is not smartphone friendly, they will leave. And why will they leave? Well, very simple. Because they won't be able to see the information as they would be able to see it if you had a smartphone version. So, what do you have to do? Well, naturally, the first thing you have to do is you have to construct a smartphone-friendly version of your site. It's very simple. But again, you have to find someone who's got the specific technology or the knowledge of coming up with these smartphones, so that when visitors come to your site, they understand, in other words, the mobile device understands that they have to go and search for the smartphone version. And of course, the smartphone version doesn't mean in reality that you have to go and construct your whole site as is with a mobile version. I think you understand that, because people who are coming to your site through a smartphone, they're really not trying to find all the information that you've got on your site. Naturally, they want to have pictures and see the hotel, because as we all know, pictures is 1,000 words. Maybe they want to be able to see your videos if you have videos. They want to see where you're located. And of course, what they want to do is they want to be able to make the booking right there and then, if it's a hotel. If you're selling packages, again, same logic. So the thing that you have to do is, and you have to do it as soon as possible, and the reason why I'm saying you have to do it as soon as possible is because you saw the data. 33% for hotels, over 40% for air tickets, and this is for last minute. So that means that people who are trying right now to make bookings are looking through their smartphones, and if you don't have a smartphone version, you're losing these people. They're going off to someone else who's got this option. So we can help you get a smartphone version of your site which will work, which will be visible on tablets, on iPhones, on iPads, on smartphones, on all versions of mobile devices. We've been serving the travel and tourism industry with web services since 1996, and we know what your needs are, and we also know what are the needs of the users. So don't waste any time. Contact us by mail. Our email is info@traveling.travel. Ask us the questions you need. We understand that, yes, you need to ask questions. Send us either your questions or give us your contact information so that we can give you a call. So we'll be able to give you a complete understanding of what a smartphone version is. You can understand that in a small short video, there's no way in the world that we can fit in all the possible questions that you might have. And yes, up to now, because we've been coming up with these little videos trying to explain things, yes, we've had requests and we've had questions and we've been answering them. Possibly when we've got enough questions, we might come up with a video which will explain all these individual questions. But for the time being, if you find that, yes, you want to find out more, just drop us an email and we'll get back to you. Thank you very much. Until the next time. Bye-bye.